center continues its activities from Yerevan. At this point, let me present the situation in the front line. And before and after the ceasefire, before the declaration of ceasefire, all night before the ceasefire and during the ceasefire, the battles were going on, and especially the southern section was very hard. So in general, the adversary was trying to do the same, to advance, and it was countered by Armenian forces. During the fighting, there were 200 dead. On behalf of the adversary, 3 drones, 4 vehicles, and several many other minor devices. Hours before declaring the ceasefire, the actions of the adversary became more serious, more severe. However, our armed forces countered and pushed them all back. At this point of time, the ceasefire is by and large maintained as it was declared, although in some places there were provocations, and we answered all those provocations. In particular, before declaring ceasefire, the intelligence sabotage small groups of Azerbaijan that tried to penetrate into the city of Hadrut, and after the ceasefire, those groups were neutralized. There were not large battles, fightings. So the Defense Army made an additional declaration about this, and it was clearly stated that provocation was made before the ceasefire, in order that during the ceasefire, it is stated. After the ceasefire, as it was clearly stated in the statements of the Ministers of Foreign Affairs, in one of the sections of the Defense Army, it was allowed to come closer and to collect some of the corpse. However, after that, the process was stopped because these cases as well are being used for provocations. That's why we would like to make an official statement that from now on, it will be allowed only, as it is mentioned in the status, the presence of the representatives of the Red Cross. So this is the general situation, and now I will try to answer your electronic questions. Kentron TV company. In Vargozor, in his video, has mentioned that the special squad of Turkey tried to link. I have already spoken about this with much detail. Second question is again about the same question. Exchange of POWs. The question has been raised. So the purpose of the ceasefire is exactly for this. When it is exercised, we will make an additional statement about POWs and did this. New Armenia TV company is one of the Telegram channels have just published a video where one of the mercenaries or some of the mercenaries speak with a real accent of Arets. If this is not an official statement, then it can be, I don't know. So there is no doubt that those are terrorists. Please follow the official evidence and official facts. After the launch of humanitarian ceasefire, do we have any casualties and how long will it last? I cannot say about our death. Maybe we don't have, or maybe we'll have. I can tell you exactly tomorrow about what happened after noon today. How long will it last? I don't know. I think that it will be announced additionally. Hey, why ended the martial law? The National Security Service and police they banned the publication of the video materials from the combat zone from the live, but Vargonzo is free to publish. So people called me. The Defense Army is clearly doing the coordination of local and international media. So if you've got any issues, please raise it on the spot. Now, how is the situation now in Haudrut? In Haudrut, they neutralize, and we have almost completely the neutralization of sabotage groups. How is the situation all along the front? By and large, it is calm and quiet. As I mentioned before, the ceasefire is maintained, although there are some local provocations that we answer to. About position advantages and changes, I cannot miss. I ask you, I beg you, by using a position vocabulary, please do not raise the questions about changes of positions during the press conferences. Do we have casualties today or not, Aflif? Second, Armenian TV channel, how is the situation in Sunik? In Sunik, the situation is okay. There are no combat activities going on in Sunik. About a Red Cross of the, according to agreement, there should be work of the Red Cross representatives. If there are no Red Cross representatives, then we will suspend the process. Do we have how many corps do we have on the combat field that we have to remove? I do not really think that we can discuss these issues during press conference. About our deceased, about our martyrs, information about this is regularly updated, and the ceasefire is an opportunity in order to provide with additional information. Please follow official information. Media, media, in order to ensure the security of the citizens. What are the steps taken? Nothing jeopardizes the safety and security of the citizens. That's why the local authorities, police, MES, and other authorities are dealing with this issue. They have even made some statements from this podium, and they work 24/7. So there is no need to raise those issues at this point of time. Within exchange of POWs, do you also include POWs before the war? I do not have any information that there will be exchange of POWs before the war. If we have this kind of information, we will release them additionally. Independent blogger, Vano Karapetyan, Mr. Hovhannisyan. If tomorrow long-term ceasefire is signed, how favorable are the positions? So I ask you not to talk about the positions because the war is not over. This is ceasefire. If this kind of agreement is signed, if a long-term agreement is signed, then we will present the situation. The position changes forward and backwards. Those changes have taken place in many places. Any more questions? So in Stenaport, alarm is on. I cannot comment because the war is going on. Because during the process of the war, the situation is changed, and we're talking right now here. And it's quite possible that in some place a provocation is taking place, and in Stepanakert and Shushi, the alarm is on. If there is this kind of situation, we will inform you. No? So 24/7 we communicate you information, but are the channels. Please follow the platform of unified information platform. Follow me, Shushant and Anna Nardalian and other colleagues that present the situation with much detail. A new question. Magnus News. In Azerbaijan media, they do not spare the efforts in order to show that Armenia has violated the ceasefire. Do you have any kind of facts or evidence, to refute this towards the international organizations? We don't have to prove anything always. What did we expect? I did not expect anything else from Azerbaijanis. I don't know how long will it last. So I do not have the deadline. I do not have this kind of information for how long this ceasefire will last. Thank you. Follow us. follow us on different platforms of Unified Information Center when we have briefings, press conferences. We work 24/7.